Hello, everyone. It is good to be back. I just realized I didn't link my music. Which one is the music one? I think I selected it. Okay, there we go. Just let me know if it's too loud or not, because I can't really tell. So today we're going to be doing emotes because we have really old ones and most of them aren't very good. So I'm going to hopefully do more than one. Hopefully I don't struggle too hard today. I'm just going to do the classic to begin with, just like a wave. Okay, wait. A lot of artists I see use a pencil, not pencil, but more like hard brush to sketch. And I do feel like that would probably be best for me to do since it's easier to read. But like, I just can't. I love pencil like look when I sketch. It just gives me, I don't know, it simulates a real pencil very well. I either think that because I haven't used a real pencil in so long, or it's true. But I remember thinking it was true when I was like really deep into traditional art. So that might not be my delusions. I'm gonna make this faster because it would just make sense. Since she's the main character and all. It took me forever to get the actual resolution for this. I don't know why. But every time I tried to do it, I would use a regular social media square resolution, and then I'd be confused on why my emotes would be like invisible, like they wouldn't be readable. And then I wouldn't follow any of the advice that actual emote makers would give you. It's like, of course, your emotes don't turn out the way you want them to because you're not following any advice. I feel like there's almost too much negative space here. Ugh, I hate covering up her ears, but not every part of her body needs to be shown at all times. I feel like that's something that I'm still working on. The fact that not every part of the character's body needs to be visible. Or not every part, but more like every notable trait. I don't even know why I struggle with this. I just think they're so cool and I want to show them at all times when I draw them, but sometimes it's not necessary. The star looks a little bit janky. But I was just about to say, I don't really want to cut off the tips of the star because it just feels weird. Then it's like I just said that not every part of the character needs to be visible at all times. Oops. Made this a little bit too... I don't know if I talked about this before, but just randomly I've been thinking and Kung Fu Panda comes to mind. Yeah, I know that like thought pipeline is very odd, but like I used to watch Kung Fu Panda all the time, especially Kung Fu Panda 3. I would watch it on repeat on this like bootleg website because at the time I didn't have Netflix, and oh my god, it was peak back for me. Like, you had Kai coming in on these massive blades, and man, I don't know, it was just so cool. And then him taking, what's his name again, the old turtle guy. Oh, he had so much. He was so cool to me. And then when I realized later on in life that people actually didn't really vibe with Kung Fu Panda 3, I was kind of sad because it's good. Hi. How are you? Yeah, like Kung Fu Panda 3 is good, but it's like, I don't know, I vibe with it. What I don't vibe with is Kung Fu Panda 4, which I think a lot of people don't like, which is good, because I would be a little upset if people actually liked Kung Fu Panda 4. It's not even the whole Aquafina thing, though I don't really understand why we hate on her, but it's like, or not why I don't really care, but like why people hate on her. It's more of like the story than anything. Like, I don't think Poe should be retiring right now. Like, he's at the peak of his career, basically, as the Dragon Warrior, and we're retiring him for some random guy. Or, yeah. That's good to hear, Nico. Do you have any plans today? for, I know our time zones are different, so I don't know what time it is for you. And it's like, I just don't understand it. Maybe I'm just thinking way too into it, but I don't think Poe should be resigning right now, especially for a character we don't even know. And it's fine. Some people might join in later. There are always lurkers in chat and stuff. Is my music too loud? I can't tell. Yeah, I just don't think he should be presenting. And especially the fact that what's their name? The Furious Five weren't at all in the movie annoyed me so bad. Like, they're kind of a central part in every single movie, and we just sideline them. I don't even know why we sideline them. I don't know. I was just so mad. Because it's like, where is Tigress? Like, I love Tigress so much. Alright, good. Because I was worried that my music was way too loud. I've had that problem for, like, multiple streams now. I feel like, yeah. Just making these eyes centered. I'm gonna have to go back and fix that antenna, but I'll let it slide right now. Yeah, we were gonna stream on Twitch, but we had some issues with doing that. The multi-stream thing didn't work, and it just made more sense to stream on YouTube since we already have things going on there, like our shorts, and there's just more people following that, basically, than our Twitch. I'll probably go back and fix it one day, but it's not a huge priority. Streaming on YouTube is kind of easier for me. I have to remember that I can't make every feature how it's really meant to be, because this is an emote and not just like a random illustration. When I mentioned Tigress, I feel like the Omni-style characters would run on all fours like that. Like, she's like, she usually walks on all, or not on all fours. Like, is it bipedal walking? I think it is. I can't remember. But she usually walks on both legs. Aster. Wait. What do you mean, who's the character? Like, the character I'm drawing or the character I'm talking about? Because the character I'm talking about is Tigress from Kung Fu Panda. Oh, yeah, I'm drawing Aster. And here comes the garbage truck. Not again. I should be used to this by now. They always come on Wednesdays, so I'm not really surprised. Okay, this antenna needs to go. Yeah, I'm drawing Aster. I was talking about Tigress, and then I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Yeah, so I can see them walking on all fours at times, since Omniside characters are animals, and I think it's interesting. No, that's so true. I think it's interesting when anthropomorphic characters who usually walk on both legs walk on all fours, walk or run or do whatever. What do you mean, where's the rest? Oh, like the rest of the people or something? I don't know, man. It'll come in due time. Plus, you're the #1 chatter right now. That's a good feat. Yeah, that's a good question, honestly. I'm not sure if the notifications are coming out as they should. I really need to check that. Maybe like a poll or something would help. Because this is a public stream, so they should be getting notified. Okay, I need to do the eyes, but that's like my least favorite part. We all know that I'm not good at censoring the eyes. We've been through this. Okay, of course, the one time I say that out loud, or no, I haven't. Oh, come on. I do it properly. Now I look like a liar. I swear. Yeah, I'll probably need to post a poll to see if people are actually getting the notifications, because it's kind of weird that every time I don't post the live ping in the Discord server, nobody joins, but when I do, they do. So I think YouTube is just broken or something, or I'm doing something wrong, so. They don't work? Okay, that's really weird. I need to fix that then. Unless that's YouTube's end, then I don't know. We haven't posted like an actual video in a while, so I'm not sure if those notifications work either, but if they don't, then I really need to check that out. Okay, that's really weird though. Yeah, I don't think Aster's gonna have that many eye shines. I'm not a big fan of eye shines, if it wasn't obvious. Oh my god, my characters for a long time just had completely blacked out eyes because I hated the eye shine. I am kind of getting into it now since I'm not a huge fan of the soulless eyes anymore, but I'm not a huge fan of the eye shines. I don't know why, I just don't like it. Maybe it's because I consumed a lot of anime in like 2020. I remember I was like that cringe anime kid. I still feel like that guy sometimes. I was like obsessed with Naruto. But you're not in the server. So then the notifications are really just messed up. That's not even... See, because I thought that you were in the server, so you got the notification. But if you were just scrolling, you saw it on your feed, then that just means the notifications are just messed up. So I really gotta fix something then. Yeah, I mean, I would suggest joining the server. We have an art event going on right now. And you can also interact with the community, get like, I don't know, it's, if you're interested, you can. Like your Discord account got banned. Yeah, nothing else. I feel like I'm still experiencing this eye problem because where is she looking? Oh yeah. I don't even know if I should be asking this, but what did you get your account banned for? If you even want to answer that. I've never had a Discord account banned, so I don't really understand how people get their accounts banned. Like, I just kind of stay out of servers. I don't really interact much other than my own server. Not other than outside of. Just... Oh. Yeah, because I know there's a lot of ways you can get banned, like being in servers that are breaking violations, or just doing something against Discord's guidelines, or TOS, whatever you want to call it. Kid, this is a pretty vibey. Just zoom it in a little. Wait, yeah. I think we gotta zoom it in. Now I just need to move her hand a bit here again. Because really her ear does not need to be shown. My dog characters are, like, their ears are mostly, like, their ear placement is based off of the Goofy movie kind of look. But it's funny because I haven't actually watched the Goofy movie, and I really want to because I've heard many good things about it. But I don't know where to watch it because I don't have Disney Plus. I'll probably have to find other ways to do that, if you catch my drift. Oh yeah, I could probably fit the words here, like hi, to fill in this negative space. That would be smart. I don't remember all the keybinds on Krita, which is kind of surprising, saying that I've been using Krita for like a good 4 or 5 months now. So I need, because I know there's a keybind to flip your canvas, but I can't remember it for the life of me. So I have to do it manually. I was in the server, I didn't know I was in the server I didn't even know was bad. Oh, what? I'll probably gotta make another Discord account because I have this subscriptions. Oh. Yeah, I mean, Discord is an alright platform for communication with other people, but I don't know, there's a lot of bad things that comes from Discord in my I don't know, just being on Discord since like 2020. I wasn't too deep in the Discord servers in 2020, which I'm glad for, because the way people describe it sounds like an actual battlefield. But yeah, I mean, if you just want to connect with other people, Discord is kind of good for that, but it's also kind of bad for also connecting with people. It's a double-edged sword, you know. What type of, were you in like one of those free Nitro servers? Because that has like come up in our own server before, with people thinking that like free Nitro giveaway servers are real. But I'm not sure if you can get your account banned for being in one of those servers. Is that considered fraud? I don't know. Oh. Yeah, when those servers are kind of booty. All right, I can't add any details. That sucks, but I can't do it. I think this is a good emote. I just need to add the text. I think it would be good for the text to just be like hi or something, since I still don't want things to get too detailed, and it needs to be recognizable from far away. If it's not, I can just get rid of it. I don't know. And just add like some random thing instead. Well, then again, I don't really understand Discord, because if your account gets banned, you're just able to make a new one, aren't you? So then, like, what are you really doing? Unless, I think Discord has different ways of banning. Like, there's an IP ban sort of thing, I think. I don't know. I don't have a lot of Discord ban knowledge. And the stuff I do know, I don't want to just, like, say it as if I know what I'm talking about, because I'm probably wrong. Yeah, alright. The thing is that you do need to, your account has to be like, I think, 3 or so days old to join the Discord server. Well, our Discord server, because, you know, just security reasons. We had a lot of random raids and stuff of people just making new accounts, so we had to enforce that. It kind of sucks for people who just want to make their account quickly and join, but we didn't want to get raided again, so if you make it now, you could join. What day is it? It's Wednesday. By like latest Saturday, depending on your time zone. For me, it would be like Saturday. Okay, let me zoom out. You can't really zoom out that far, but I think this is good. I can't really zoom out that far, but yeah, that's. Okay, but now I'm thinking about it, because why aren't my notifications working? Yeah, Discord is pretty good at doing that. That's why I said that Discord is good for connecting with other people, but it's also really bad for connecting with other people, because a lot of people on Discord kind of have this weird, almost, I don't know how to explain this, like some sort of complex where some of them feel like like you owe them something almost. And it's really weird. Especially because a lot of them are, well, I don't know, in my experience, a lot of them are older than you. So it's a really weird dynamic. And especially if you're interacting a lot with other servers, you don't know who you're gonna be talking to. And just people on the internet in general act differently from real life, because they have this screen in front of them, or I guess behind them, whatever you want to call it. And it's like, it's almost a persona sort of thing, because it's like, I don't know, they feel stronger, so they just do random things. Well, not random things, but they just have more strength than they would if it was a real life interaction. Which is true, because I don't usually talk like this in real life. Well, oh, that's kind of a lie. I do talk like this in real life, but I'm not as open in real life than I am when I'm doing these sort of things. So you really just have to know who you're talking to on the internet, especially Discord. Discord has a bad rep for that, especially with people who they harbor on their community, or not their community, on their platform. You know. But yeah, if you want to adventure into that again and make a Discord account, then that's up to you, but I would be careful. I would say our moderation is pretty good. I'm not gonna like try to, I don't know, like persuade you into like, oh, you should join our server, it's the best, but I would hope that you won't experience those things, but I can't guarantee you that because I don't know what happened, so just be careful. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh god, and don't the Google Docs and stuff people just make you in the ban lists. I think this looks good. The eyelashes might get lost in translation though. That's what I'm a bit worried about. I think I might have to make them a bit bigger. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. Didn't mean to merge that. Create a group. No, not just once, multiple times. I don't remember how many times. We had like a mini raid, and then we had like a full-on raid, and then we had like kind of a half raid, if that even makes sense. Like, it was a stop and start sort of thing. It was really weird. But yeah, we got raided, and then we also got like server nuke threats or whatever the hell. I don't know what they were trying to do. It was probably just like a bunch of 13-year-olds. Yeah, it was a bit nerve-wracking, but it wasn't. When I think back on it, it's like, yeah, these are just a bunch of rando kids trying to look cool. They're not doing anything. Nothing even happened. So, they're just... I don't even know why people do that on the internet. Okay, next emote. I feel like... Oh no, I accidentally used white. I didn't mean to do that. But it's whatever, I'm not gonna like color under this or anything. So, sorry. Next emote, what could it be? Well, I already did a hi. So maybe I could do... What emotes do we have now? Let me check. Oh, the hearts. I could do that. There's the one we have now is of... Yeah, I love Astro's new design. It took me a while to get it down, but I'm really happy with it right now. She's my favorite. I could do a shocked one, since the Astro Shocked emote we have right now is really... I don't know who created it, but it's not her character anymore. All of Astra's emotes are outdated because her ears have changed, so she just looks like a completely different character almost. So I'm gonna do a shocked emote. Where is my brush? Oh. Yeah, I don't know. When you use, or not when you use, but when you own a Discord server for long enough, you interact with a lot of odd people. Or, well, maybe not odd people, but a lot of, actually no, just odd people. That's the only way to describe it, because, you know, it's Discord. And if you're not prepared for that, you're gonna have a wild time. If somebody asked me, should I create a Discord server for their community, I would say no. Because usually, when creators create a Discord server for their community, things go bad. Yeah, odd is a very understatement, a very underestimated term. Like, usually when creators make a Discord server for their community, things go bad so fast, it's almost comical. And that sort of happens for me because I wasn't prepared for all of the stuff I would experience. Because, like, I don't know, I didn't know Discord was that bad because I barely interacted with anybody before. Okay, I would want, I feel like her antennas would be sticking out a bit. Because Astra's antennas do rise when she is, like, excited or shocked or surprised. Shocked and surprised are kind of like the same word. I find it, this is kind of out of pocket, but I find it interesting that there are multiple words that mean the same thing, but are considered better than others because they're more detailed and expressive. Like, I guess an example of this would be, like, happy and, like, what's another term for a more detailed word? Like, excited. Because, like, usually, or not excited, but just another word that kind of means that. Because I was using a like a grammar checker thing the other day because my grammar isn't the best. I feel like that's kind of obvious. That's kind of like the first thing you realize about me is that my grammar isn't the best. I am working on that, but it's a work in progress. And it was like, you're using too bland of words because I used happy, and it's like, okay, I guess happy is a bland word. So then I used pleased, and it was like, yeah, that is a detailed word. I'm using Krita right now. It's a free program you could just download from, like, a Google search. I don't know, Krita has a bad rep for some reason. Well, on TikTok. TikTok is a very odd place. So maybe it's not that biased in reality. Or not, yeah. Maybe it's not that bad in reality. It's just TikTok. But Krita's good. It's not, like, overwhelmingly good, but it can do animation. It can do pretty well illustration. You can import brushes, edit them. I'm not very good at creating my own brushes, so I usually just download ones. And yeah, I find it fine. It's not, like, the best thing ever. But I am coming from being a Procreate user, so it wasn't, like, hard for me to adapt to the program. I don't know why a lot of people are like, oh my god, I'm struggling to use this new art program. Like, maybe I'm just too... Like, once I put my mind to something, I'll just figure it out. Anywho. It doesn't matter what it is. I'll just lock in and do it. I'll Google every single thing that I can't figure out. I'll just press a million and one buttons until it works out, but I usually won't just like look at something, say this is confusing, and then never do it again, because I don't think that's the way to approach life. Like, you gotta go over hurdles sometimes, and it's gonna be a pain, but it's rewarding in the end. At least for me. Sort of. But I don't really get that dopamine. Like, when I hear people say they get dopamine when they finish something, I'm like, what? Because I don't experience that. I more feel like relief. Like, yes, I completed this. Now I can not do it anymore. I either feel relief or I just don't feel anything at all. Because I enjoy the process of doing it more than the completion. I keep tilting Aster's head, but I feel like it would make sense for Aster's head to be tilted here, and yeah, I don't know. Like, dopamine is... Are you asking like a serious question on what dopamine is? Because I will actually answer that question, but I don't feel much dopamine, which is kind of odd. I don't know if it's because my sensors are fried, but I've never really felt an overwhelming amount of dopamine when I finish tasks in particular. I usually get my dopamine from listening to music or just doing a repeated task. Like drawing. I find drawing fun because I know every step of the way. I've been doing the same drawing steps since I was like, I don't know, 5. Like, I do the sketch, I do the line art, I color, and nothing will ever change, but the product changes, so I'm still interested in doing it. And then I get to see myself improve, which is really, really fun. Okay, come on, eyes. Work with me. Good enough. I have so little patience for doing the eyes. It's insane. I was never really that bad at doing the eyes. But then again, I usually did this one pose, so that probably helped out. Is so slow. Yeah, how long ago did you send that message? Like the chat on screen? Because my chat on the side of my OBS is being really finicky right now. Like, I'm not seeing anything. I can only read the chats that are shown on screen. For reasons I don't understand. And then my Streamlabs chat isn't even working, because this thing thinks I'm using Twitch. 15 seconds long. Well, I guess that's not that bad, but it's kind of weird. Yeah, usually on screen chat is slower than like the chat, like when you send a chat. Like, if you look at streamers who post their VODs, their things are just slow. I don't think that's like an internet issue. That's just how it is. Maybe. I don't know. If it's like a setting you can turn off and on. Or not even if you go into their VODs, but if you like watch a stream and then you send a chat, it'll take like a good 5 seconds or so to appear on screen if they have an on-screen chat. Something I would say for anybody who's thinking to make a Discord server is to just kind of, like, if your server isn't centered around, like, calling people out or whatever, just, like, keep your stuff to, well, not to yourself, but, like, keep things mellow. Like, you don't need to, like, create a whole, I mean, like, if you're gonna create a document, you don't need to necessarily publish it. Like, depending on what is going on and how much you know, it's really situational. But you don't need to make and post a document for literally everything. Especially if you're biased and you don't know the full extent of what's going on and you're in the given situation, it's not worth it. And it usually brings on more problems because then people get offended and then you've got a whole war over the internet. And yeah, it's just not, it's not the best use of your time. Your time is better spent building your server, building your community, talking to people of your community, and making it, that place feel good. And like, if you, like, you're gonna have a few, what is this message? Oh, you're gonna have a few bad apples here and there, and you just gotta deal with that. But creating a whole thing for it is usually not the best if you're not ready for the possible war that you could start from it. Okay, wait. I kind of want Astrid to be, like, her hands to be doing something here, but I don't think that's really gonna work here. Wait. Maybe. Possibly. I like switching between paws and actual hands when I draw the characters in their chibi forms, because chibi are just simplified forms because, I don't know, they are animals. So I think it's cute. And it's also easier, mostly because it's easier, so. Yeah, I think this really adds to it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I think this looks a lot better. She looks... like, the pose just looks better. It's really giving that shocked vibe. for this empty space that I kind of planned for, I'm going to put like an exclamation mark. It might be cut off, but that's okay. It's kind of easy to read an exclamation mark. It's not like something... Like, it's easy to read an exclamation mark from far away. It's basically a line and a dot. This is the furthest I can zoom out, which is kind of irritating, but it gets the job done. I can read this pretty well, and I haven't really added line weight to it. If I need to, I'll get rid of the exclamation mark, but for now I think it looks fine. Have you seen, I don't know if you have TikTok or not, but have you seen the new like hashtag thing they've put out? Like, I was trying to post something the other day and I was like, why is it like, it was like a half thought thing. Like, I didn't think too much into it at the time, but it was like, you can only use 5 hashtags on my personal account. It's like, what? Like, hashtags are a necessity on TikTok, and you need like an abundance of hashtags on TikTok. So limiting it to 5 is like actually mad work. It's like they want small creators to fail. Like, I wouldn't say I'm worried yet for like the Omnisala TikTok account, but it's a bit annoying, if anything. I don't think I need an abundance of hashtags for the things I do, but when I do need them, I want to be able to use them without some stupid limit. I don't even know why they put that limit. But people are mad about it, which is good, because if they weren't, I would be a bit confused. So this is basically how the line weight's gonna look, and then there's gonna be a pretty big black outline going around the entire character. Like this. Man, this looks like an actual Twitch emote. Why didn't I just follow this like before? Last year I could have just done this. Actually, maybe not, because last year my art style was really, it was in its pending phase. I don't think, it wasn't really that great. Yeah, I love the green on Aster. She's definitely gone through, well, maybe not the most changes. She stayed relatively the same, but her green color has definitely changed quite a bit. But I like the green she has now. It's less of an eyesore than it was before. Okay, let me group this. I'm trying to get into the habit of naming my layers, because I'll have like 10 plus layers. Did I accidentally mask layer this? Oh my god. Or mask group. Because I'll have like 10 plus layers on one project, and none of them are named. And it's just like layer 20. I definitely didn't spell that right, but This is my favorite one out of the two. I'm actually getting these done relatively fast. Okay. What's the next one I could do? I think I'm just gonna stick to Astra emotes because it's kind of weird that she doesn't have... She only has 2 emotes in the entire server. It's crazy. I'll do Astra emotes today. Okay. I could just do a heart. But, maybe like a disgusted one. That could be cool. I might fail at this the first time, but I don't have a good idea of what I want. I do the PNG tuber. How did I do PNG tuber? It was so long ago. I just drew two of the same drawings. So I did like the base, and then I did one drawing where their eyes are closed, one where they're open. I basically did that for all the movements on here. So when the mouth is open, that's a different drawing. When their mouth is closed, that's a different drawing. And then I used a program called Via Tube Mini. VeadoTube. You can download it for free. And then I followed the instructions on their website to add it into my OBS. And whenever I open it, it comes up on screen. I'm pretty sure there's YouTube tutorials that you can follow to get it on if you struggle with that. I am planning to update the PNG tuber because I do find it quite stiff. It's a big fan of that. And it's also kind of just not the best, but it works for now and I'm kind of lazy, so... Well, I wouldn't say I'm lazy, it's just kind of low on the list of things I need to do right now. I do need to figure out how to make her ears a little more expressive. Like, I know dog ears can raise when they're excited or whatever, but I need to figure out how to make that work for Aster. Maybe her ears just don't raise. They are pretty floppy. But then again, that's kind of just me making an excuse to not figure it out. I will figure it out. I just... not right now. That's why I need to watch that goofy movie. Is that an excuse to watch the movie? Yeah. But is it probably going to help me? Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, no, I would say I'm actually a pretty lazy guy. Okay, well, yeah, I am pretty lazy. I was really lazy before I started doing this whole unsilly thing, but it's kind of fixed me a bit because, well, I can't be too lazy or else things just won't get done. So I kind of needed to lock in. I'm not sure how I feel about this, but maybe I just need to trust the process. My new favorite thing is this, like, letting their mouth affect their chin. What is the expression supposed to be? Disgust. But I think I'm not doing a very good job at expressing that right now. Whenever I say disgust, it reminds me of Disgust from Inside Out. I love her a lot. This wrinkle is definitely going to get lost in translation. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing too bad. I think this helps. Like this chin part. It's not looking too bad. I think if I add some sort of hand, it could help. But then again, it might not. The situation might not call for it. I remember when Aster had like these elf ears for a really long time. And I don't even know where it came from. I was like doodling her in my sketchbook and I was like, I need to make her look unique for some reason. And well, no, not for some reason. I needed to make her look unique because she was supposed to be like an alien at the time, but now she's like part bug. So her antennas make sense in the context of the story. But back then she was just supposed to be an alien and there was no further explanation to that. And then those ears just came up and I just stuck with them no matter what. Even though they were like kind of an eyesore. And made her dog traits like unreadable. Like she looked like an entirely different species, which I guess if I was going for the alien thing, then I guess it kind of succeeded in that. But when I told people she was supposed to be a dog, they were like, what? Because the only way you could kind of tell she was supposed to be a dog was her nose. And even that, I kind of failed at drawing most of the time. So there was like nothing indicating that she was kind of a dog. Well, if her shoulder is laying over here, which I could do. Then let me do her. Actually, no, oh my god. I'm struggling with focusing on which part I'm supposed to be doing. I was like, maybe there. I know when I did a character design kind of well, when I can easily redraw the character with little to no problem. And they look like the same character. Like, there's this exercise where you draw a character 100 times, and whatever traits you forget, they should probably not be there. I wouldn't say I do that because I don't really have the patience to draw my character 100 times. 100 times. So when I do things like this, it's usually on purpose. So I'm getting something kind of productive done. Like I'm getting two things done at the same time. So I'm redrawing Aster numerous times. And I'm also getting those pesky emotes done, which I'd put off for like a year. So could I have done this probably earlier? Yeah, but with me redoing Aster's reference sheet, it kind of just fell in line. And now I already have a lot of practice drawing Aster because I had to redo that reference sheet, so it only makes sense. She low-key does because of her antennas come from her head. But she kind of does. I need to fix this. It would be more over here, actually, because her head makes more sense. But then again... I don't know why I'm moving around this ball in her head as if I can't just draw one easily. But, you know, I'm lazy, so I'm not going to do that. On my pen, because I'm using a Wacom Intuos, however you say it, and it has these two buttons that act as my left and right click, and I can't tell you how much I love this button. I can right click it on my mouse, or not my mouse, my pen, and get this screen to pop up. It's like the best feature ever. I probably need to optimize the left click button, but I fear I accidentally press down on it when I draw a little bit too much, so I kind of think that if I do assign a key to my left click, it's going to be really irritating because I keep accidentally pressing the left click button. Because when I do press left click right now, it just like pauses my screen and I can't do anything. Which is kind of weird, but whatever. I kind of want to be adventurous with her hand right now, but I also... Like, I kind of want it to be like she's pinching her nose, like, you know, when you smell something bad. But I'm not great at hands, so I need a reference to this, but none of them are going to be in the exact angle I need. And let me see if I can find one. Yeah, no, Pinterest does not understand what I'm saying. Okay, if I was on this angle, then her thumb would be here, maybe, and then her thumb is here. I don't think I'm getting this right. So her thumb is here. Actually, wait, I just had an idea. Maybe. Yeah, it's kind of funny that you say that because in her, well, I guess test number 2, version number 2 reference sheet, her antennas did glow. Let me see if I can find it. They did give off this glowing effect. Oh my god, why is my... I'm yawning so bad. I'm not even tired, I just Can't stop yawning. Where is it? She had an effect of her antennas glowing. Okay, whatever. This is a horrible image. It's somewhere around here. Oh, here it is. Yeah. So, like, this was a glowing effect. Just without the glow filter. But we kind of abandoned it because it would be irritating to draw her antennas glowing constantly. So it's kind of a thing that happens. Yeah, but this is version 2. I finished her fixed reference sheet the other day since she looked a bit too old. Like she was meant to look 10, but I kind of failed at that. Like I'm not the greatest at making characters look their age, so I kind of had to do like a double take to get it right, which isn't bad. I think it's good that I was able to hit it, which I think I did. I find it funny that you're like the #1 chatter. I need to fix those notifications. I'm so irritated now that I've learned that the notifications just don't work. Yeah, but this is what Astra looks like now. Very 10-year-old-y. She's wearing rain boots, and I think I actually got that across better this time around than the gap between this. Because she had a gap between her boots and her overalls. Now, she doesn't. And she's meant to look, or not meant to look, but she's meant to be very short because she's part bug. Yeah, she's my favorite, okay? I love her so much. And then she's got like sailor overalls on. It's like, oh my god. She's the best. Okay, in this area, this void, this negative space, I think I'm thinking to either put like soap, like a bar of soap that's like you need to take a bath or something, or like what else could I do? I don't think I just want to have like her hand out. Man, I really want to try that nose pinching thing again, but I don't have any poses for it, and I really don't want to take like a whole reference picture right now. Whenever I take reference pictures of myself, it never ends well. Like, it just never helps me because I'm just like a horrible poser. Okay, I need to think. What could I do with her hands? I could. I could do a peace sign, but then again, most of my art is plagued with that forbidden peace sign. Like, I didn't know what else to put, and I would just put, like, a peace sign in, like, every pose. I feel like every artist has gone through that where they have like one specific pose that they do for everything. It's gonna. Okay, this. Are you kidding me? This picture is. Why is it better at explaining what I'm trying to do than the actual reference pictures? This is so unhelpful because it's an emoji. You know what? Maybe I could go back to my roots and use my laziness to guide me. I could use her paw instead. But it might not translate how I want it to. Hey, like, why is the reference kind of good? But kind of not good because it's not... The hand is what I'm struggling with here. Oh. Maybe. Hear me out. Give me, like... Maybe. I'm trying to be lazy here and cheat the system, but I think I'm failing. I need to do it the correct way, but I can't figure out this hand, bro. This is beating me. Okay. How are they doing that? I can't even tell which fingers are which. Like, is this their pointer finger? Maybe I'm just weird, but I use my thumb and my... I don't even know what types of fingers there are because I don't use the right ones to do any of my poses. I know there's a ring finger and I know there's a pointer finger and a pinky finger and all that, but I never know where they are on the body. Like, yeah, I know there's finger. It's the pointer. Yeah, that's what I assumed. Okay, I think this is the best it's gonna get. But it's not... I don't know. It's not bad, but it's not, like, great. I feel like a different hand... I feel like her just holding soap would be better. But then again, the word soap could get kind of lost. So let me just... Yeah, this is way easier. I'm just worried that the word soap on the actual bar is gonna get kind of lost when I zoom out. If I can actually spell the word soap. I mean, actually, I probably want to fix the problem. Oh, nah. I love those soap cutting videos. Or, like, the ones where they're... Yeah, I think it's just called soap cutting videos. And they, like, shred it and stuff, and it, like, turns into powder sometimes. Or is that soap? I think it's also... I think it's soap and another material, like clay. Yeah, that's kind of the problem. This hand is like kicking me. It's beating me. It's close to her mouth because if it's not, it's gonna be like out of the frame. And I also need the soap letters to be readable. Ugh, when I zoom out, I can barely read it, which is bad. Okay, this is like beating me. I need to think of something else. Okay, I need to think. If I'm disgusted, what would I do? I would... I'm not expressive enough to pull from real life. I'm not that expressive. Maybe this is just the pose. Maybe I'm trying to do too much. Like, maybe she just looks like this. Oh my god. The only problem that I can't figure out with Krita is why things outside the canvas keep appearing. My face with my hand. Okay, that's not a bad idea. Okay, this looks stupid, but I need to figure this out right now. And I also need to make sure her thumb is on the right side, because I've had like a continuous problem where the thumbs will be like inverted. So I'm trying to break from my roots. Her thumb is probably not going to be visible. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I also need to count how many fingers there are because I will accidentally draw like 6 fingers if I'm not careful. Actually, that's not right. Yeah, you have a good idea. This is kind of peak. You might have just put me on, bro. No, wait, because this is actually kind of working. No, yeah, it's either 6 fingers or 3, but 3 fingers isn't that bad because you can play it off as like, oh, I was doing the simplified cartoon style, because in cartoons they usually do what is it? Or no, it's not 3 fingers. I think that's 4. But yeah, they usually minus a finger for simplicity. I think that's what they said. I'm actually going to do that right now because I want to actually fit her thumb here. Or actually, should I do that? I don't think so, because it would be easier to just do both her fingers. And then her thumb is kind of off screen. You can tell I'm thinking out loud, because I'm trying to lock this in. I think this is it. Oh yeah, this looks major. Yeah, for me, it's either 6 fingers or the thumb is on the wrong side. I haven't really experienced the thumb is on the wrong side problem in quite a bit, which is like in about 2 months, which is the longest streak I've had. Oh my god, the faces were so bad. Like, I don't even know where the art is now. I would probably have to look pretty hard to find it, but they were so off, especially when I was just getting into drawing anthropomorphic characters. I didn't really know what I was doing. And I was also just not very good at drawing faces, so they were kind of just really far apart and like floating. The thumb isn't there right now. Wait, let me... The thumb wouldn't be visible right now. Like, these are all her fingers. Her thumb isn't here. Her thumb would be... 1, 2, 3... I need to... Okay. Wait. Her thumb would be, like, out here. Right? Because she's... Yeah, her thumb wouldn't be on this side. Unless... What? Am I thinking this in the wrong way? Because... Oh, bruh, I was using my right hand for... Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. I was using the opposite hand. You know what? Never mind. Well, god damn it, there goes my streak. Whatever. It's fine, I guess. Sigh. Look, man, I'm not good with my lefts and rights. Okay, it's all good. Actually, let me fix this real quick because it's not. I swear I've heard this same melody twice in a stream. But then again, I'm barely paying attention to what's going on in the music area. I'm just kind of trying to lock this in. Didn't I start drawing this particular expression like 30 minutes ago? God, these hands were really beating me then. Okay, yeah, this is beat. The hands. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, it is a nightmare. Especially for me, it's hard when the palms aren't, like, visible. Like, when the... Because, you know, like, on your hands, you have, like, this little bump. Because this is your thumb, and then you've got your hand here. And then... Okay, yeah, I know this looks bad, but... And then you got your hand here. And then you have your pinkies. So, like, when this part isn't showing for me, I struggle really hard. Because that's, like, my way of figuring out where things are supposed to go. And if I don't have that, I don't know what I'm doing. I've also just avoided drawing hands for so long that, like, I'm, like, struggling to catch up. Which is kind of my fault, because I should have been trying to lock in for a while now. It's like, oh no, I'm not. Yeah, and then I also used to, well, I wouldn't say used to, but I also struggle with, like, fitting in all 5 fingers. Like, I'll draw 4, and then I'll shoehorn in, like, the 5th. It would just look so much better if it was like this. You know what, screw it, I'm gonna go with the 4 finger cartoon move, because I think this looks better to me. Drawing hands are a nightmare. I hope to reach the level of art where drawing hands is like second nature. Will I ever reach that status? I don't know. Okay, I'm like battling to get this finger in. Okay. Oh my god. Out of context, that sounds so bad. Now that I just heard myself and it's like, what am I... Okay. It's probably just because thumb, he's crazy long. Why is it going all the way over there? Yeah. Okay, this... I think I've got this down. It's either I've got this down, I've semi-got this down, or I'm just tired of drawing it. And I'm kind of in the middle. Okay, I just need to... do the outline on the show parts to see how it's gonna look. Yeah, this looks good to me. There's like no more negative space I can really pull from this. I mean, I could zoom in a little more. Yeah. Maybe her hair is kind of going here, but then again, Aster's hair isn't really that long, so she's got that shrinkage. 4C hair problems. Well, actually, my shrinkage isn't really a problem for me. I like my hair being short. It's less of a hassle. Okay, zooming out. Yeah, this is peak. Your hand suggestion was very much needed. So we have this, we have this, and we have this. Yeek. Okay, but why did I struggle with this when I literally got the hand right the first time, and then over here I somehow struggled with it? Man. That's how things go, I guess. I don't know. God damn it. Why can't I draw? Okay. 4. I'm gonna get like 5 minutes. Maybe I'm being too extravagant, but I think I can get 5 minutes today. What is another pose I could do? I'm like trying to get, well, not trying, but I'm trying to avoid doing that stupid heart pose. I really don't want to do it. It'll be easy, but I just don't want to do it. No, fine. Oh, crying? Yes. That would be more interesting. I can see like 2 potential crying poses where she's like looking down and her antennas are kind of droopy. And then her tears are obviously there. And I can also see one where she's looking like more front facing, kind of. And then you can see like the full extent of her crying, which I think I'm gonna do that because it'll be better to read. I only use the circle base when I'm doing like chibis or the simplified versions. Chibi? Is it chibi or chibi? Because I feel like I'm saying it wrong. For everything else, I usually use a square. For hands. Okay, man. Oh. Oh wait, yeah, I'm forming the pose in my head. She's like crying and there's like a tissue box. Wait, would her eyes be open? No, I don't think so. I think it would just be easier to keep her eyes closed. Man, I'm surprised with how well these are going because these look like actual Twitch emotes, like the ones you would see in like those popular streamer chats. Or at least to me. Maybe I'm being too overconfident. I'm just following the guidelines of some random TikTok, and it's kind of going well. I probably will make other emojis for other characters, but right now I'm just gonna do emojis for Aster because it's just, I don't know, I just feel like doing emojis for Aster right now, especially because she only has 2 emojis in like the entire server, which is insane. Tomorrow I'll probably do some for Nova and another character, maybe. Because I do have Amanthea pretty dialed. What? That she only has 2 emojis in the entire server? Yeah, I don't know how it worked out that way. She has 2 emojis and uh 1 animated sticker and 1 non-moving sticker. But we kind of lost our boost level, so most of our stickers are kind of frozen. Or not our boost level, our server level. You can tell I don't care much about Discord, because I don't know any of the lingo. Boost level, or what am I talking about? I think the waving, or not really, she's not really waving, she's more like saying, the hi emote took me the shortest amount of time, probably, because I had like the best idea for it. Yeah, I will be streaming tomorrow. I stream Wednesdays and Thursdays. Usually it's supposed to be at 2 to 4. But honestly, I'm just kind of doing whatever I want. Now, I started stream like about an hour late today because I was having some issues, and I also woke up way too late. Later than I thought it would. And I had to eat and like all that. So now I'm just kind of vibing. Yeah, I used to stream. When did I used to stream? I used to stream Tuesdays, I think, and Thursdays, but I quickly stopped doing that because they were such odd days, and I would start at like 4 o'clock and then stop at like 7. And that was just really bad for me because I wouldn't be able to eat dinner. If I'm hungry, I'm not very approachable, so I wasn't very talkative because I was very hungry. But I don't know how streamers stream on an empty stomach, because like I actually can't do it. I need food. Okay. Wait, I have a different idea. No, because that's literally how I am, though. Like, if I don't, like, there's so many specific times where people should just not interact with me. Like, if I'm hungry, don't talk to me. And then if I'm hungry, overheating, or no, just those are the big two, then you should probably not talk to me. Okay, that's way too. But I've actually never had coffee or many energized drinks. Like, I haven't had a full Red Bull. I've like tasted it, but I haven't drank it. if you know what I mean. Like I haven't drank like a full can. I've only had like a sip. I've never had coffee. I only drink tea. And hot chocolate sometimes. I just don't find it very interesting to venture into energy drinks. Like my sleep schedule is already really bad. I don't really see why I should mess it up even further with the energy drinks, you know? Yeah, lemonade is fire. I used to love strawberry lemonade. I loved strawberry lemonade and I loved the original lemonade. No, you can never go wrong with the OG. I love grape juice. It is like so good. I love grape juice and I love apple juice. And I only have orange juice with my breakfast. I don't have orange juice with anything else but my breakfast. Because orange juice is such like a breakfast drink. Like I can't have it at any other time of the day. It has to be breakfast. Because otherwise it's like, what are you doing? It's so crazy to me that we're almost 2 weeks into August now. Like it feels like August just started. Like why is this month going by so fast? I really don't want summer breaks to end because I go back to school in September. It's like, bro, please no. School is not great for me. It also just takes away time from like this project for me because obviously I have to focus on school and not failing, so but school usually comes first. Yeah, I don't want to go to school, bro. It's not even like a oh yeah, school sucks sort of thing. It's like school is very draining for me. Like there's so many things going on, bro. And it's just not very enjoyable majority of the time. Like I would say most of my time at school I am not having a good time. think this being on the other side, if they're both facing the same way. Me like do this. Actually, I don't know. Well, I was just about to redo this, but I feel like I can still save this. Like having a hard time with this, surprisingly. Alright, what crying emojis do we even have right now? Oh, we don't have any crying emojis. Oh, well, we used to, but it's fine. Okay, that's great. Okay, I need to fix this antenna because I do not want Aster to look like she's balding at the age of 10. That would be really bad. Welcome back. I was just saying how I need to make sure Aster doesn't look like she's balding at the age of 10. Because her antennas kind of make that accidentally easy to look like. Sad gal. Actually, no, I don't think that would help here. What were we even talking about? Oh yeah, we were talking about, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, school is very draining. I do not, majority of the time, I am not having a good I'm not having a good time at school. Like, I'll get things done. It's not like I'm not doing anything, but I would just rather not be there. The people there make it that. It's not even about, like, the routine of getting up early or whatever. I don't mind that. It's just going to school and seeing those people is what makes it bad, at least for me. Stop. I feel like I can't choose one or the other. Like if she's holding the tissue, I don't think a tissue box can really work here. I feel like it's the tissue, which I will rather choose the holding tissue than the tissue box. I think it just gets the point across better. Like you don't need both. Great, now I need to struggle with her holding the tissue. I don't think I can use the paw technique to get around this. How is Pinterest failing at giving me references for this? Like, I feel like this is something that would be very easy to find. Maybe if I don't put rap at the end of my search. Nope, it just gets worse. Okay, this might be better reference. Yeah, I think it's too small. Yeah, this was better. This is... And then... I don't think this is... Actually... It's not horrible, but I think it's too small. So let me just, or I guess, let me upscale this finger first, and then I'll deal with the other. Okay, and then I'll upscale both of them. That might have just been a bunch of unnecessary steps that I just took, but whatever. It looks different to me. The hand doesn't look crazy bad, but it's like at the wrong angle almost to me. Maybe. might fix the issue. I don't know why, but I think it might. Okay, but now the hand is kind of too big. Actually, no, this can work. I feel like I'm still running into that problem though. Let me try that. The pointer and the rest of it. Am I reading this correctly? I don't... It's either I'm not understanding you correctly, or this might not be it. It doesn't look bad, though. Yeah, usually I would do the action, but I'm kind of lazy today. I have like a good idea. Like, I don't usually do the action when I have a good idea of what I'm trying to do. But the hands always get me, man. It doesn't matter how much of a good idea I have. I will usually struggle. Yeah, so then the thumb is like underneath, it's here. Okay, yeah, I get what you mean, I think this can work. Yeah, it can pass. It's not, I don't think it's the greatest, but it's not horrible. It looks better than before, so that's always a bonus. Wrong color. Maybe I can zoom in and get rid of the parts that kinda don't look good. Yippee! See, it kind of worked out. Yeah, this reggae beats playlist is kind of fire. You can't be reggae. I keep getting. I need to look at this notification because I'm in this stupid Grow Garden server, and every time I get a ping, I think it's like something important. But it's really just this server telling me master sprinklers in stock. I feel like the hype has really died down though. Like when I really look at Grow Garden, because I get hooked on sim games really quickly. Like I'm almost maxed out in Laundry Simulator. Okay? Like I'm a sucker for those repetitive tasks that lead you to some goal. But Grow Garden is different because you don't really have a goal. Like once you sit AFK for like a week or two and you get all the seeds, there's like nothing to really do. There's no end goal. I mean, yeah, you make your garden all pretty, but by the time you reach that stage, I'm like already bored. Like I'd rather invest my time in like another sim game that has like actual quests and stuff. That's what I wish Grow Garden had. Like I feel like they would have, or I feel like they would have less backlash if they had like an actual like more than just gardening, or they complicate gardening a bit more. So it's not just like you click your mouse and your plant grows. Like you actually have to do other things. So there's like like more mechanics. That would be interesting. But then I feel like the 8-year-olds would get mad because now they can't just like sit around. But right now, Roblox is getting a lot of backlash, which is, you know, for their questionable additions lately. I wouldn't say I'm a huge gamer anymore. I don't really play a lot of games. I usually just draw and write. I'd rather do that with my time. But when I do play games, it's usually just sim games on Roblox to waste my time. Or I'll play Escape. I think it's called Escaping the Internet. And I am a sweat on that game. I'll join a server and I'll instantly hit first place when I'm playing. You cannot beat me. You basically run around and like throw objects at people and try to kill bots or other players depending on the game mode. Yeah, I tried to play Genshin Impact like 3 times, and I didn't understand what I was doing at all. Okay, I think to top it off, I could do an angry emote. And then eventually I'll get to the heart emote, okay? Yeah, I don't really understand Genshin Impact. I've heard not so great things about it, especially in their character designs or whatnot, like how they represent certain cultures. But okay, yeah, I'll get to the hard emote eventually. I'm pretty sure I can add these emotes to the YouTube stream as well. I'll see how I can do that. The game has a plot. I thought you just like, well, actually, I'm not really surprised about that because they do have quests, so I can assume that there's like some sort of story to follow. Yeah, like I saw this character that was supposed to be a priest or something. And then another one that was like a wrestler, but I think they made her like her ability to just sit on people. Just being sit on people, which is like that's a wild move. What did I think? I don't know. I didn't know what was going on. I haven't tried playing Genshin in like a hot minute. Yeah, that part I can kind of get, but I think people were getting angry because what were they getting angry about? I can't remember in particular. I think yeah, that I can understand. Like I was in MMA for a short period of time and it's like, yeah, that's very common. But I think people were getting angry because she was supposed to be a plus size character and that was like her only move. I think. If I remember correctly. I might not be. I remember seeing like the video back in like last year like January. So I don't really remember much. And I also didn't really care, so like I don't really play Genshin. So it kind of just passed my mind. Yeah. That's what it was then. And then people were like, bro, she's not... Weren't they saying she was plus size? And people were like, no, she's not plus size. Like, she's barely thicker than normal. Like, in comparison to the rest of the characters. Yeah, I don't think they hit the mark on that one. Bro, what is this beat? Yeah, not very much. I think it is very important to know how to draw different sized characters because it's just fun. Like I wouldn't want my entire cast of characters to be like one body type. Like I used to struggle with that a lot. Like all my characters would look like boxes. I feel like I've definitely gotten better at making them not look like boxes now. But I like drawing chubby characters. I think I enjoy drawing chubby characters more than I like drawing skinny characters. Like, it is so fun. Like, I just don't believe anyone who says they can't draw. Well, no, I don't believe anyone who says they can't draw fat people, but I get kind of irritated when people refuse to learn because it's like you're limiting your capabilities. Like, the more you learn how to draw different body types and different things, the better your entire, like, art skill will get. Because when you learn how to draw fat on the body, you will know how it works to do other things. So you can mess around with different body types. And your characters, if you are drawing a skinny character, it won't look like they're just like skin and bones. You know what I mean? You can understand how things work more. Yeah, like it's just the fun of it. I love drawing chubby people. Aster is chubby. She's a chubby, short person. And a little butt. So that's why I find her cutest. But she wasn't always this way, since I wasn't the greatest at drawing chubby people, as I just mentioned. They were more like squares with like clothes on top. Like, think if you put like a box and then you put your shirt over it. That's kind of how they look. I'm still figuring it out, but I feel like I've gotten way better at it. Yeah, different types of noses are fun to draw. I don't really draw humans, but I like drawing different kinds of animals. For me, it's the different kinds of animals than noses. I do kind of want to get back into drawing humans again, but I'm kind of not. I'm not very interested in doing it. At one point, before things changed a tad, I thought that the Omnistellar, oh my god, the Omnistellar characters would like go to Earth or something, and humans would be canon in the universe. But I don't really think so anymore. I just like it more if it's just a fully anthropomorphic verse. I don't really think humans would be something that show up there. Like, they just don't exist. I think that's just way cooler. I don't really like drawing things that you can see in your everyday. I rather draw something that comes purely from my mind than something I can just look out the window and see, you know? That's why I like sci-fi things and fantasy. I remember seeing that one TikTok where they were like, if you can't draw men, you are inherently transphobic or something. I think that's what they said. And the instant backlash they got was actually insane. I don't even remember what happened to that creator, but I remember I wasn't following them, but they kept popping up on my For You page before the whole incident happened, and they were like doing borderline damage control the way they were getting attacked on TikTok. Bro, that's what I said. Like, what are we even talking about here? If you can't draw men, you just can't draw men. It's like saying, I don't know, I feel like that can be applied to literally anything you can't draw. Wait. Wait. You know, it's bad when I have to say wait like 2 times. So I gotta lock in. Yeah, a lot of the art community on TikTok is annoying and filled with pure hatred. There are good moments in the art community on TikTok, but majority of it is bad. They're like, I don't even know what was it like? There was this one trend going on where people were making fun of this one creator's art, and it turned into a whole trend of like making fun of people's art. And it's I can't remember what people were saying exactly, but you can still see traces of it in like TikTok comment sections. It's like, bro, we're never gonna make it out. Like, I feel, yeah, no, TikTok is horrible. It wasn't that bad before. Like, back in like 2020 and like 2020 was basically the peak of TikTok, and then from there it just got bad. Because now everybody's trying to be like nonchalant or something. Nobody wants to like understand nuance. Everybody wants to be like I don't even know how to, like, they all believe that nobody can ever be wrong or do anything wrong, and they can't become anything better, if that makes sense. Like, people will rush you off the platform just so they can look like they're doing something great. Yeah, Aster looks really cute here, but I think I messed up her ears. Yeah, like, I don't think being nonchalant is good. Like, it's not a flex to be nonchalant. Like, just be who you are, bro. What is there to be nonchalant about? Aster looks kind of bratty here, which is it's kind of cute. Getting spoiled too much by Opal. Yeah, I hate the nonchalant trend going on. I think the word is purist. Like, everybody's trying to be purist on TikTok when really they're not doing anything. Like, I don't think the internet is the place to go. Just, I don't know. Like, it's almost a competition the way people treat it. I only have TikTok for the edits at this point. Like, there's the edits and, like, the random bits of art advice that is art tips that are good. But that comes in rare amounts. Okay, I'm trying to figure out where on the screen this would be. Doesn't this, like, little anger symbol come from anime? That's where I see it the most. It might have just sounded really dumb there if it doesn't come from anime. I never said I knew for sure. And then, oh yeah, talking about rage bait. I don't like rage. Obviously, I don't like rage bait, but the rage bait that I can kind of get behind is like the blatantly obvious rage bait where it's like they're trying to stir something like, oh yeah, I like pineapples on pizza or whatever, stuff like that. But what I don't like is when people use serious topics as rage bait. Like, this isn't the time. Yeah, some are funny, but the ones that use like those serious topics and like just, I don't know, just waste people's time irritate me. I remember this girl in particular who was like claiming I don't know, she was sharing some like false skincare tips, and she had like actual professionals coming to critique her, and it started this whole battle where she's like claiming her dad's like they work in that area and they're wrong and these professionals don't know what they're talking about. It's like, bro. It's like everybody's so, I don't know, everybody's just trying to be somebody they're not. More than ever on TikTok, especially. And you could tell when they came out with that "you need to nerd out" trend. And it's just Taco Bell. I saw people making fun of those videos before I saw the actual original videos. And when I saw the original videos, like I thought they were like, I thought they were exaggerating when they were saying people were just putting a Taco Bell icon on the you need to nerd out trend, but they were actually for real. One time I posted art and someone commented, "Is this rage bait?" How does that even make sense? I mean, I don't know what your art, like what post it was, what type of thing was, but how does that even make sense? Oh god. Bruh, I swear I got like 10 hours of sleep. Why am I yawning? Okay, this has got to be one of my favorites. Oh yeah, of course they said that. What? Bruh. Yeah, that's why I just don't like TikTok. I think it's crazy, but Tumblr is probably the best place to post fan art of characters because everybody's so nice there. I posted fan art of Honk and Joel, this like Minecraft series thing, and like those fans just love the art. They love interacting, and that's they're nice. They're not gonna hate on you. I mean, I haven't gotten much hate, or any hate really, on Tumblr. Which is crazy, because a lot of people say that Tumblr used to be, like, the worst place ever, but it's not bad for me. I think it's because they, like, upped their moderation or something like that. I'm not sure what changed Tumblr. But I was fearful when people were trying to make posts saying like, "Oh my God, we should move to Tumblr on TikTok," and I was like, "No, let's not do that." The TikTok people need to stay on TikTok. But yeah, I would, if you post fan art of characters, like consistently or just at all, I would make a Tumblr. Oh yeah, this is cool. Man, I've gotten 5 done today. That's a new record for how productive I am. Okay, I know I said I was going to do 5, but I feel like I'm on a roll today. I'm going to try and shove in that stupid heart emote. I think it's time. Because if I don't do it now, I'm probably never going to. If I'm being real. I think it's gonna be like she's holding out. This can either go really well or really bad. Okay, yes, I'm getting to the hard emote. Last emote of the day. I've been surprisingly productive today. I just have those days, man. Huh. If I don't stop yawning. I don't really use Twitter. We have a Twitter account, but I don't use it much. I usually forget to post there. Twitter isn't really a place I am very interested in growing anything on because of the stuff that goes on there. Like, people say there's a good and bad side of every app, but Twitter's bad side is a little too hard to ignore for me. Actually, no, I don't really like Instagram all that much either, but I gotta hinge my bets here. Yeah, Twitter looks like a war zone. Anytime I hear something bad is going on, it usually sprouts from Twitter. They're like, this Twitter post. Like, as soon as I hear Twitter and post, I know it's bad. Like, it's just a breeding ground for trouble, it almost seems. You will never see me getting in a Twitter argument. How many god characters do we have? The same amount. We haven't added any new. It depends on how long you have been here, but we haven't added any new characters in a while. It's still in the works, but the writing has changed quite a bit. So it's okay, how do I explain this? The premise has changed a bit, but it hasn't been released like officially because we're still working on it. But the gods aren't really called gods anymore because they didn't really act like gods. They more or less acted like rulers, but we just called them gods because at the time it sounded cool. So the world is like one giant world instead of there being multiple planets. So all the locations are more like countries because it's easier. Well, not easier, but it just makes sense travel-wise, and it makes the world more rich. And then another change that we did was kind of in genre. It's still sci-fi fantasy, but has a almost post-apocalyptic touch to it. After some revolutionists created a variation, nations. After they created a variation of a virus, and it turned everything upside down. So that's pretty much what happened. Nex and Amanthea are still prominent characters. We're still trying to figure out what to do with Artemis. Ahubi is still here because I love the guy. And who else? Tracy's is kind of in the works, and why can't I edit this? And what's his name? Lorith is still in the works as well. I don't think anybody liked Tracy's, if I'm being for real. Like, most of the time people forgot he was even here. Like, he was such an unpopular character that it's not even funny. Even I didn't really like him that much, which is a bit sad, but yeah. He'll be reused for something. Okay, this looks a little bit janky right now, but trust the process. You surprisingly spelled his name correctly. He's literally defined by being rich and mean. That's like his entire character. He's a rich bird who kinda sucks. He's a rich aristocrat, and that was like his only personality. Well, not okay. I'm being a little bit judgmental, but he wasn't just a rich aristocrat. He had a son, and he was nice to him. He spoiled him, but that's pretty much it. He didn't really have any like trials or like struggles that we really figured out. It's kind of like, oh yeah, he's just rich and spoils his son. That's kind of it. Dude, that's what I was saying. That's why I didn't. Oh, okay, nah, but like he actually needed a better story though. Or no, you might have missed the drop of Callista and Lysander, which is Amanthia's parents. The bird you were talking about. Callista is the queen of her respective nation, and Lysander is her husband, obviously. Can't share much about those two because we're still figuring it out right now. But I wouldn't say it's like, well, I guess it is pretty much post-apocalyptic. But it's also, yeah, you could say that. To chalk it up, it's post-apocalyptic. But if you were to ask me in depth, it's more like a semi-apocalypse. Like, things aren't crashing down too bad, but they're still pretty bad, which I find interesting. I found it more intriguing than the top to like 3 different planets give everybody whiplash because we keep changing environments, and defeat the big bad bully at the end. This was supposed to be them presenting the heart, but I think it would just be better if they were just holding on to it. Trying to get around drawing those hands. Yes, but very interesting. We haven't released it yet because obviously we're still working on the changes after our dip into actual pre-production work. So really figuring out the story stuff. So I just want to make it the best we can before we announce it properly. Oh yeah, how about, yeah, that guy. Hi, Elio. The guy I sort of like. Okay, I'm gonna be real, I didn't like him. Elio's always been a character that I didn't care for He's very stereotypical, like nerdy glasses character. I didn't like that. It's like, Zom, aren't you the one making the show? Yeah, but at the time, I thought it was like peak, but now it's like, okay, this is just like a walking stereotype. The rewrite for him is kind of, he still has that glasses sort of thing, but he's not just like nerd with glasses sort of character. No, yeah, like majority of the characters will get a redesign. We have been redesigning them for the past few months, but it's been taking a while because, well, we don't want to rush it since, huh? What happened? Did it freeze or something? What? You're freaking me out. What happened? What's going on? Am I like glitching out or something? What? Suspended for policy violations. Is it because I've been playing this music? Oh my god, wait, what? Oh no. Which is crazy because a lot of people say that. Are you kidding me? Why is my stream broken, bro? Yeah, I think it's because of the music I've been playing. I heard that YouTube takes your stuff down because of that, but I didn't use any. Man, crap. How do I get this back on? Hold on. Yeah. Let me. YouTube Studio? Bruh, do I seriously gotta open all of this? Hold on. I really hope this doesn't affect anything. Uh, it says the stream is no longer being blocked. Can you still not see anything? Okay, it says it's not, but then why can't I fix the thing? Oh, there we go. It's back. Okay, yeah, I guess no more vibey music. Are you serious? YouTube seriously had to hit me with that hammer? Man. Okay, what was I talking about before? Oh, yeah. So we're redesigning, like, basically the entire cast right now, but it's taking a long time because we're trying not to rush anything since the designs that are out right now we basically rush through, which you can really tell in certain characters, and just making them actually look like they are in one story and not just have like a bunch of traits that don't make any sense because we thought they would look cool or something. Okay, I can't believe YouTube had to like put the hammer on my vibey music. Like there was no words or anything. It was just beats. And they took me down, bro. Like, come on. But yeah, Elio is one of those characters that will be getting redesigned as basically everyone. I'm not even trying to nitpick. Aster got her redesign relatively fast, and Manthea got redesigned as well, but we're reviewing her right now. Aster took like a few trials to get down, but I love her. She's deep. The stream should be up now. I think it is. It said it was. If it's not, I'm gonna be really angry. Can't believe YouTube tried to take me down. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in a little on this. Okay, I don't know why I was so against the heart emote. This doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's definitely not my favorite out of the batch, but it wasn't hard to do. Okay, wait. Okay, yeah, this is kind of peak. Let me just zoom out. Of course, it's easy to read. This has got to be the easiest to read one ever. So we have the heart, the angry, which I think I'm going to fix this a bit. She looks like a bobblehead a little too much. Like, yeah, she's supposed to be a chibi, but like it's not supposed to be that bad. Yeah, this is better. The angry, the crying, which is the sketchiest because I was kind of struggling. The ew, which I honestly love. Shocked, easiest one to figure out. And the hide, which is the classic. It's classic and it looks really cute because of her eye shines. Okay. This is Pete. We got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 emotes done. And tomorrow I'm going to do. I don't think I'm gonna be too extravagant and say I'm gonna do 6 more, but I'm probably gonna do like 3 or 4 of different characters. So maybe I might do some of Manthea and then some of Nova. Probably majority of. Actually, no. I haven't really gotten down Nova's design as yet, so I don't think I'm gonna rush into doing emojis for her just yet. So I'm probably gonna do a Manthea and who else? Maybe next. Mm, 16 minutes. Okay. Okay, what's the keybind for the mirror horizontal? There's no keybind for that? There has to be. There was, I swear. Okay, I guess there isn't. Even though I swear there was. This image has to be the most off image ever. Actually, it's not that bad. Here. Yeah. This is not really enough image. Flip back. Cool. Crying one. Honestly, I don't even want to see it. And this isn't that bad. Just kind of fix. Okay, fix that. Flip back. Then the U. Yeah, this one is going to be painful if it's really bad. Huh, this isn't even bad. Just gotta fix this a little. Okay, cool. It's shocked. Not even bad. Man, why are these images actually already on the mark when it comes to here? I just had the vision, man. and then the high. Bro, she looks so cute here. Yeah, she looks really fun. All right. Cool. Okay. I am going to leave this for today, and tomorrow, as I said, I will do the other emotes. Hopefully, I can figure out how to get music playing without the stream getting taken down. I don't know how to really solve that, but hopefully, I can figure it out by tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow at the same time as I started streaming today.